my channel. And if you're new, what up? So you guys, this is another Shop My Stash video, and as you guys can see, we are starting with the tray completely empty because I am finally going to be taking you guys through my collection and actually showing you guys the products that I'm picking out of my collection. Now, I wanted to do this video when I had my two little IKEA dupe modular drawers put together, but they still aren't put together, okay? And I am not gonna keep putting this video off until I get those built. So y'all are gonna see my little rinky dink setup that I have now with my makeup collection. And I mean, I personally, I like it. I like my setup. It works for me, but I definitely think that it would be more aesthetically pleasing in the drawers, in the like IKEA dupe drawers, but whatever, it is what it is. So yeah, I am gonna take you guys through. So I've already taken everything that was in the Shop My Stash previously. I've taken that out and we're gonna start fresh. So I'm not going to talk about those products from my last Shop My Stash. I feel like I gave a lot of information in that video anyway, so we don't need to really go over them. I used a lot of them, but I'm ready to switch things out, especially because I want to get in another Shop My Stash before the Sephora VIB sale happens, because I know that once I go crazy and buy everything that I want from the VIB sale, I am going to want to use those products in my Shop My Stash. So I want to get in another one with products from my collection before I buy a bunch of new products. So I'm going to take you guys through a full face. We're going to just grab things and then we're going to come back and talk about them. So we're actually going to start right here in this little acrylic case because I do have my concealers right here, and I already know off the bat what concealers I want to use. So I definitely want to pull out my Morphe Hide and Peak concealer. I like to use this as like a base concealer, and then I want to pull in my Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Illuminating Concealer because I'm definitely going to be pulling in my Too Faced Loose Powder. So that's all I need from this section right here. Now we're going to move on to this section right here. So I have this little organizer cart and it has palettes up here. This is primers, this is powders, and then this is like new makeup that I haven't really used or opened. So we're going to start with the primers, and these are all of the primers that I have. So it's a lot of primers, okay? It's a lot. But I know that I'm going to be taking my e.l.f. Dunkin Luminous Primer. So this one is really, really nice. It still smooths my skin really well, and it definitely gives me like a flawless finish, but it has a little bit of luminescence to it. But I really like this product because it doesn't make me look greasy. I'm an oily girl, so I hate looking greasy, but I really love the effect that this primer gives. It's so super pretty. And then to balance that out, I definitely want a mattifying primer. So I could take my MAC Studio Fix Mattifying Shine Control Primer, but I'm actually going to take this one. This is the e.l.f. Matte Oil Control Primer with Kaolin Clay and Tea Tree. I haven't used this in a really long time. This is actually an older primer in my collection. So I'm going to try this out and see if I still like it, especially because the weather is getting warm. So I kind of need like my more mattifying products. So like I said, I'm going to be taking the Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal Powder, but I think I also want to take this Black Radiance Loose Powder. And then we're going to go down to the new makeup drawer, which y'all can see has a lot of stuff in it. So I got a lot of things at the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale. So I know I'm going to pull this Jaclyn Cosmetics bronzer. This is the Sunbathe bronzer in the shade Poolside. I also want to pull this Colourpop bronzer, which this one is in the shade Pacific Beach. I'm going to pull both of the Benefit blushes. I have Krista and Butterfly. I also want to pull in this corrector from e.l.f. This is their Camo Color Corrector in orange. And then I got two of the new Rare Beauty blushes. So this one is in the shade Virtue, and Worth is over in one of my makeup bags, but I definitely want to pull that one in as well. I'm going to be filming a tutorial with the other shades, so just know I'm pulling that one in my Shop My Stash, but y'all aren't going to see it in this video. And I think that's everything that I'm going to be pulling from here. Okay, so then we move over to this cart, and it houses a lot more of my makeup. So starting with this top drawer, I know that I want to pull out this highlighter from the Pure X Barbie collection. This drawer houses like face powders, blushes, highlighters. Really, it just houses a lot of stuff. The next drawer is going to be my blush palettes and duos and things like that. I recently just got in this Smashbox Cali Contour palette. This one is in the medium deep shade, so it definitely is going to work for my skin tone. And I also want to pull in my Natasha Denona Bronze Cheek Face Glow Palette. Now, this I haven't used in a hot minute, but I actually have some really good progress on these cream products in here. So I want to pull that out and see if I can like hit pan on these cream products. So that's everything from here. Now, from this drawer, I definitely want to pull my favorite putty blush. This is the one in Bali. I use this one so often. If you guys watch my makeup videos, I use that one a lot. I'm also going to pull Freaky Peach from One Size, which is this one right here. So it's a super bright like neon pink. I love this color on my cheeks. And then I'm also gonna pull my MAC, what is this? This is my mineralized blush in Lovejoy. So I wanna pull that one as well. And I think that's all I want from here. We are going to skip the lip drawer, which is all of these, because it's gonna take me a while to pick my lip products, so I'll just show you guys those once I pick them. And then from this drawer, I want my Charlotte Tilbury Cream Bronzer. And that's it from this drawer. No, these are my bronzers, so I have creams back here. Actually, I do want to take my NARS cream bronzer. I have mine in Laguna 4. So I'm going to take that, and I don't need any powder bronzers because I just picked those new bronzers from Jaclyn Hill and Colourpop. So these are my foundations, and I know for a fact that I want to take my Morphe Filter Effect foundation. I love this foundation. This is definitely one of my top 5 favorite foundations. And then I also want to take my NARS Soft Matte Foundation, and I have this one in the shade Marquises. Now I normally get Macao in the NARS complexion products, but I think Marquises is going to work perfectly for like the summertime and like warm weather, since I've already started getting my tan. So I'm going to take that one. And then I just recently repurchased the Too Faced Born This Way foundation in the shade Chai. So this is another top 5 foundation. I absolutely love this one, and I haven't had it in a really long time, so I decided to repurchase it. I do have its sister back here, which is the matte 24-hour foundation, but I just really want to try this one out. I love this one for like filming and taking pictures, so I'm gonna see how this one does. All right, you guys, so we're back over here on this side with my acrylic tray, because that's everything that I'm going to be pulling for like my base and my complexion. So let's talk about these products a little bit while I put them away, and then I will show you guys my lip products and my eyeshadow palettes. So again, for primers, we have these two. So we have the e.l.f. mattifying one. It's supposed to be an oil control primer, and then we have the e.l.f. times Dunkin Luminous Matte Primer, and this is how that one looks. So you guys see how it has that sheen to it. It is so gorgeous. I absolutely love this primer. Never thought I would, because I'm not a glowy, luminous type of person, really, especially during the summertime, because I'm already gonna get oily. But this one, I'm telling y'all, this one works so well for my oily skin and looks so pretty. So yes, those are going to be my primers. And then, like I said, for my foundations, we have the NARS Soft Matte in Marquises. This foundation definitely matches me. I'm pretty sure it will. Marquises isn't too much darker than Macao, but it definitely is a little bit deeper. So we'll see how this one goes. I will definitely wear that one on camera so I can let you guys know how it is. For my Morphe Filter Effect foundation, I have the shade Filter Rich 28, which is the shade that I like to use. I also have 27, but I feel like 28 just works better for me. And then let's take my Too Faced Born This Way in Chai out of the packaging. So this is what that looks like. Brand new bottle. I haven't even pumped it or swatched it, but I already know what it looks like, because again, that's my second time having that foundation already. Then for my concealers, we have the Too Faced and then Morphe. Pretty basic. I didn't want to go too ham on the concealers. So for powders, we have Too Faced Born This Way Ethereal in Translucent. We have Black Radiance True Complexion in Banana, which I haven't used this one in a really long time, but I do remember really liking this powder and thinking that, you know, it worked well. But I just need to revisit it because I haven't used it in a minute. And then I definitely didn't pick a face setting powder, but that's because I'm going to be using my Laura Mercier loose face powder in Translucent Medium Deep. And that one is amazing as well. So that's what I'll be using for that. For cream bronzer, we have Charlotte Tilbury, and then we have the NARS. This packaging is super reflective. So for Charlotte Tilbury, I have 310, and then for NARS, I have Laguna 4. So this is what the Charlotte Tilbury one looks like. It's so good, you guys. Like, I'm actually really close to hitting pan on this. I don't know if y'all can tell like how deep that dent is, but I'm actually close to hitting pan, so I want to see if I can hit pan in this iteration of Shop My Stash. And then this is what my NARS Laguna one looks like. It kind of still looks pretty untouched, like I don't use it, but because I don't use a lot of this, like I don't have to use a lot of this, it's so pigmented, like it really doesn't show that I've been using it. Okay, let me move on to like these palettes and bronzers and things like that. So the Smashbox Cali Contour Face Palette, this is what that looks like. Super, super pretty, brand new. Like I haven't even swatched these colors yet. So these are 2 blushes, 2 highlighters, a brightening face powder, and then a bronzer contour. So I think that'll work perfectly on my skin tone. And then we have the Jaclyn bronzer in Poolside. Let's see what this looks like. Again, have not swatched this. Got this at the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty and didn't even open it. So this is what that one looks like. Super, super pretty. Nice warm tone type of bronzer. So that'll be great for the summertime. And then the last one is the Colourpop bronzer, which is in Pacific Beach. I really like this packaging, the clear packaging. And then this is what that one looks like. So this one is a little bit more orangey, tan and warm. So let me compare it to the Jaclyn bronzer. This one is definitely deeper and more red tone, while this one is like more orangey and warm. But I love me a good orangey warm bronzer. I like a good red bronzer. I like a good brown tone bronzer. It really doesn't matter to me, just as long as it's deep enough for my skin. So let me actually put this in first, and then we can put the cream bronzers on top. We can put the powder bronzers like that. What else do we have? Okay, so we have our 2 cream blushes. So we have the e.l.f. Putty blush in Bali. We have the Rare Beauty blush. So these are gonna go up here. And then we also have the One Size Freaky Peach blush, which comes with a cream blush and then a powder blush. And this is like a topper, so that can sit in there like that. We have these 2 blushes from Benefit, which I hope these can fit in here, but this is what Krista looks like, and then this is what Butterfly looks like. So I've swatched these, but I don't really know how they're gonna look on my cheeks because they're like super, super shimmery. I think these might have to go down here like that. Then we also have the MAC blush in Lovejoy. This one surprisingly actually works really, really nice on my skin tone. It gives a nice like rosy bronze type of glow. So that one's really pretty, and that can go in there. And then, oh yeah, I forgot about my e.l.f. Camo Color Corrector. So this one can actually go in with the concealers. And then for my Natasha Denona Bronze Cheek Palette, I'm actually going to put it in this drawer right here. So I think that's everything for the complexion. Yes, that's everything for the complexion. Now we can move on to the lips. I have so many good lip products, you guys. Like, I'm super excited for this round. So I have these 2 new products from Morphe. So it's their Soulmate products. So I have the Filling Gel Lip Liner, and then I have the Velvet Lip Mousse. So the Filling Gel Lip Liner is in Other Half, and then the liquid lipstick is in My Boo. Now y'all know how much I love my like warm peachy brownie nudes. That's exactly what this is. So the combo, this is like a dark brown lip liner. It looks a little bit red tone. I'll go ahead and swatch it for you guys, but it's like a warm brown lip liner. I think it's going to be perfect with this liquid lip. And then this is what the actual liquid lipstick looks like. So, look at that, it's super pretty. It's like a really pale kind of nude shade. These are the shades that I live for. So I can't wait to wear this lip combination. This will be like my perfect nude combination. Okay, and then we have a Tarte Maracuja Juicy Lip product. So this one is actually in the shade, I cannot remember what the shade is, but this is not their plumping formula. This is just the regular like glossy formula, and it's this really pretty kind of rosy brick type of shade. I thought this would be really pretty for the springtime, so I'm gonna add that in. And then I'm bringing in my Milani lipstick in Tease. I haven't worn this one in a long time, but this is just like a really pretty kind of pinky nude type of color. It's very, very nice, and I love this matte formula, and the packaging is everything. Another new lipstick I have is from e.l.f. This is the e.l.f. O Face Satin Lipstick, and this is in Hustle. This is actually my second one of these because I don't know what happened during my moving process, but I completely lost the other one that I had, and I was like, yeah, no, I have to have this lipstick again because it's just like the Morphe one. It's like that really pretty peachy warm nude. As y'all can see, I have used this one already, but I'm gonna give y'all a swatch. So that is what it looks like. So freaking pretty, and I love the packaging on this because hello e.l.f. why y'all doing us like this with the magnetic packaging? Stop playing. Okay, and then I wanted some more pinky type shades. Like I really wanted like these more lavender pink type of lippy colors. So I'm pulling in this Kylie lip liner. This is the lip liner that she did with Ulta Beauty. So I remember I got this like free with a purchase or something, but this is what the shade looks like. So it's a really nice pink, but it goes so perfectly with this lip gloss from Morphe. Like I think this would make a really pretty lip combo. So I wanted to pull those two in. And then I also have this liquid lipstick from Live Glam. I love my liquid lipsticks from Live Glam, y'all know. This one is in the shade Paris, and again, it's like that super pinky mauvey type of color, like perfect for what I want to go for this time around. It's literal perfection. And then the next lipstick I have that is right up my alley for what I'm going for again. This one is also from Milani, but this is like their older packaging, and this one is in the shade Blissful, and it's a matte formula, and that is what it looks like. And it's super neon, but it's very spring appropriate, very pretty. I cannot wait to wear that lip color. It's not going to be full on opacity when I wear it. It's going to be kind of like blotted a little bit, but I cannot wait to wear it. And then the next lipstick I have is also from the Pure X Barbie collection. Oh, I forgot the highlighter. Y'all, how y'all gonna let me forget the highlighter like that? This is the Pure X Barbie highlighter, and this is what it looks like. So I love using mostly the pinky tone. It's so pretty. So this is what I'm gonna be pulling in. And like I was saying, from that collection, I also have the lipstick. So I love how that works. You just click the top and it comes out. But anyway, this is what the lipstick shade looks like. So it's more of like a muted nude pink, but still super pretty for the springtime. So I wanted to give that a go. And then I have these two lip glosses. So one is a mini from Lawless, and this is their Forget the Filler lip gloss. I got this in like a holiday kit. It came with two other lip glosses, but this one is in the shade Bitten, and it's such a pretty like spring pink type of color. It's like a rosy type of pink, super pretty. Again, for the springtime, I'm just ready for these type of lips. And then I'm bringing in my NARS Afterglow lip gloss, and this one is in the shade Turkish Delight. Who remembers this iconic color because of Kim Kardashian? Like Turkish Delight was sold out for months. I think Turkish Delight was sold out for years, honestly, at Sephora, because it was just like everyone wanted that signature Kim Kardashian lip color. And it's such a milky pink shade. Like on me, it's super milky, but I think this color would look gorgeous over the top of like this color right here, or even mixed in with this gloss. I think it would be so pretty. So I definitely wanted to pull in that like super pale type of shade. Okay, so now y'all, let's get into the palettes, because I'm gonna have fun with my palettes, okay? So I do have a good bit of them, but let me show you guys the ones that I'm most excited for. So the first one is going to be this Wet n Wild Color Icon palette, and this one is in the shade Heart and Soul. And as you guys can see, it's a rosy pinky type of palette. I mean, you still have some like neutral tones over here, but for the most part, it's meant to be more of a pinky tone palette. I cannot wait to use this. I will definitely be using this for work as well as filming. I think that is super gorgeous. And then I'm also going to be bringing in this Kylie 24K pressed powder palette. So this was her eyeshadow palette for her birthday one year. I can't really remember when, but I actually really enjoy this palette. I like the colors in here. This shade, believe it or not, is my favorite shade in the palette, because I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's a duochrome. It's called Love It Here, and it's like, it's so hard to explain because it's a pale pink, but then it's a champagne as well. Can you guys see? It's like a gold champagne, but it's like a satin. It's not as shimmery as these other colors, as you guys can see. It's more of like a satin. Y'all will see, because I will definitely be doing a tutorial using this palette and using that shade, but I am obsessed with it. So yeah, y'all will be seeing a tutorial with that. Okay, and then the next palette that I'm super excited for is my ABH Norvina Volume 4 palette. And this one is huge, and it has a huge mirror, but this is what the palette looks like. I can't even get the whole thing in frame, but this is what that palette looks like, and it's so gorgeous. You guys can see it has some pressed glitters in there. It has some super shimmery type shades. It has all of those bright pinks, so I cannot wait to use that one. I'm really excited for it. And then I have some little small palettes here for like every day. So the first one is going to be this L'Oreal Paradise Enchanted eyeshadow palette. So you guys, I got this palette so long ago and have not really used it and put it to get used. But I think this will be a nice palette for every day. Like really simple to use, something really natural and easy to throw on. So I wanted to add this to the rotation, and it's cute. I think it's a cute small palette. And then one of my favorite palettes from Colourpop, this is the So Very Lovely palette. I actually really enjoy this one, and I do not use it as much as I should. When I use this palette, I typically stick to these two colors right here and then this one on the end, but I just love the whole color story of this palette. I really enjoy these type of shades, so I don't know why I don't use it as much as I should, but it's coming in the rotation. And then I also want to pull in this Colourpop Lemoncello palette, because this is another one that I have not gotten a lot of use on. It pretty much still looks brand new, and the springtime, this is the perfect time for me to pull it out because it has those really nice spring fun colors. So we're going to be using that. And then I have this Violet Voss Fun Size Creme Brulee palette. So it has these kind of basic neutral tones in here, but it has this purple, like this deep brownish purple that I really like. For the springtime, it has this peachy color. So it's still a spring appropriate type of palette, and I can kind of get away with wearing this one to work because it's not so bam in your face, you know? And then I'm also going to pull in my Colourpop Designer Disney Midnight Masquerade palettes. Another palette that I do not use often, but it's so pretty. Like, the colors are so pretty, and this palette actually gives me a lot of nostalgia because of the Disney princesses. I was such a big Disney princess fan when I was younger. I had all of the VHS movies, like, and I used to watch them over and over again. So yeah, I want to pull that out to, you know, kind of get some nostalgia. And then I'm also pulling in the Too Faced Light My Fire palette. This one is cute. It's so small, and these are the colors. I think this is definitely perfect for warm weather. I absolutely love this shade right here. But this one is super pretty too, and it's a nice surprising type of shadow because it has like this blue glitter in it. So it's a bright orangey, like fiery orangey color, but it has blue shimmer in it, so it does something unexpected to the eye. So I really want to use this palette as well. So I'm excited for everything that I've pulled in for this round of Shop My Stash. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing this video and finally getting to see me like kind of go through my collection and pick out the products that I'm going to be using for this next round. I'm going to be using these products literally up until the day that I get my Sephora order from the VIB sale. So expect a new Shop My Stash around that time frame with tons and tons of new makeup products. But like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, go ahead and give me a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below letting me know if you enjoyed it. If you're new, you should definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Join the Fragrance and Beauty Army, as well as that bell notification so that you can be notified every single time that I upload a video. And I'll see you guys in my next one. Peace.